Welcome to Ross-Age Stadium, home to the Purdue Boilermakers here in West Lafayette, Indiana, and they have been ready to go boiler up since early this morning. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Boilermakers will kick it away to start. Fair catch called for and made. I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship, Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
A 1st down for the offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Back to pass, it's Day. Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They'll ride the hot hand. Bucks through the defender. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they are thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on 4th. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. After the misfire on that 52-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 35. Looking for space. It's Sexton. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
At the 45-yard line. And 1st down for the offense.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Right back to the well. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And he makes the grab at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the Elcon. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. To throw, it's Day. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Cobb.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Hand off from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Purdue 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking deep. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Boilermakers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Day. Into the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Briggs. Open space at the 25. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's back to throw on second down. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Georgia going up tempo.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. Dropping back, it's Day. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Here's the handoff. And he's knocked down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Give to the running back. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line. Tried to push his way in, but not quite enough on 4th and goal.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game, and you're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second. Steady those feet, get them quiet. Now I can make it more accurate.
Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Velez. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He'll try the left side. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's going to pass. Getting some heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Briggs. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They've got the screen set up. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that pass picked off. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Day. Looking down the middle. It's caught. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At the 35, he's got room. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Dogs will kick it off to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
The running back has it. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking for a crease, it's Cobb. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
To the air, it's Dave. Complete downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's going to run it. On the move at the 30. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Right down the middle. And he intercepts it. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, or Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Dogs in the hurry up. You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First down here for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Looking downfield, it's Dave. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under. And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end. Down to now the other offense is set up.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Sexton. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Purdue 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it! Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Yeah, and it's a nice toss in the back of the end zone. Give your receiver a chance to make a play, and you can tell he knew exactly where he was, got those tippy toes right down, inbounds for the touchdown reception.
Purdue, 0.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a score. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Day. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
He uncorks one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something down.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
He's got an open man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. They'll They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to get to him. Still looking on the move. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. A real bloodbath today at DKR. They're trailing by 38 to Miami. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this.
He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got it.
Going to take a shot. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Hits the accelerator to the right. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it Touchdown, Dogs!
Georgia.
No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The toss sweep to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
How about that? 4th down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.